Hi everybody, it's Laura here, coming to you from another different location in my house. Spare bedroom, easiest place. Trying to find a place to balance my iPhone. Seeing as how can't find my camera, and I'm pretty sure, and I know the camera or the webcam on my laptop is not sufficient enough, so hopefully this works. Hopefully it's turned in the right direction and everything. Anyway, so this is my week 2 plus 2 days post-op vertical gastric sleeve or sleeve gastrectomy. Numbers, last week I was 283 and this week I'm 276, which is a loss of 6.8 pounds. I'm still in the, well, I'm starting to transition over. I guess tomorrow will be my transition day. I was on milky liquid, so like runny protein shakes, creamy soups, things like that. I'm adding in, well, with the soup, adding in protein. And next week I'm going to transition into pureed foods. So like baby food, mushy stuff. You know, I could have, what can I have? Oh, I can have meat as long as it's like pureed in broth, like totally chopped up. And this is where one of our wedding presents comes in handy. We got a magic bullet, so easy. Just put it in there and mix it up. And I actually took like just chicken noodle soup and totally put it in there, and it like pulverized the thing, and I was able to eat chicken noodle soup. So let's see. This past week. In the beginning, not too much has happened, but this past weekend is another reason why I didn't make a video. I've had a lot of interesting things happen to me. Let's see. So I have a little notepad here written down what I want to say. So drinking water. I had a really hard time last week drinking water. You know, when I was on the clear liquid stage, I was on the Isopure, and the Isopure first ingredient is water, so it was easy to drink. I was drinking 2 bottles of those a day. Which equals 40 ounces, and then another 24 ounces on top of that to make 64 ounces. And so when I transitioned over to milky stuff, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I get to, you know, maybe have some like real food, and I was neglecting my water. And towards the end of the video, I'll talk about how I ended up paying for that, because it's kind of not necessarily a subject everybody wants to listen to, but let me just say my pipes were clogged. But I'll talk about that at the end, so that if you want to not listen to that part, you can just stop it there. But I realize now I have to get back into drinking my water, at least 64 ounces. You know, I've been using a Kick, which is an iPhone app, kind of like a BBM, Blackberry Messenger. To talk to some of the lovely girls on YouTube and on Facebook, and asking them about, you know, like how are they dealing with it. And they said, you know, you can have bathroom issues through the whole time, and like, oh, it's horrible. Let's see. Before I get to the not so nice stuff, let me talk about NSV, non-scale victory I had. I'm now in a size 20. I started out in a size 26. I had noticed that I had been going down. I was probably maybe like a 24, I think, before surgery, because I had to lose the 30 pounds before I had surgery. And I ended up losing like 40 pounds, I think. I really can't remember. I think it was 40 pounds. And so I lost, like, you know, a dress size or 2. I was down to maybe a 24, and I was getting really frustrated last week, because in the earlier part of the week, because you know, my pants and stuff, they were like falling off of me, and I had to wear a belt, and the belt was hurting my my stomach from my surgery and all that stuff. You know, I talked about it with my surgeon last Monday when I had my post-op appointment. And he said I'm doing really well, that I'm like he's asked me if I was racing to get to the best numbers, because when I had seen him, I was 306 last time I saw him. When I went in, I was 280. So I'd lost like 26 pounds, and he was like, oh my gosh, you're doing so well, and all that stuff. But anyway, so my husband and I actually last Friday went shopping, and I didn't go too crazy overboard. I'm trying to stick with like dresses. I bought a really cute dress, kind of like a tube top dress. The stuff I ordered off of Old Navy looks really nice. There's one dress, it's a size 20. It's a little short and it's a little tight because it's not like cotton. It's a different material. So I mean, I'm a size 20, I guess, at Target and at Kohl's. I got a 2X in a dress at Old Navy, and I ended up having to put a belt on it because it's kind of like I'm two different sizes. Like up here I'm a smaller size than I am on my hips, because I carry a lot of my weight in my hips. So, but anyway, I mean, you know, I was able to fit into size 20 pant, which is like, I was like, oh my God. And I just wanted to buy a whole bunch of stuff. And my husband's like, look, you know, in like 2 weeks, you're not even going to fit into size 20. So you should just maybe buy like 2 things. Cause I'm worried about when I go back to work, you know, what am I going to wear? I'm not going to have any like pants or like slacks, or not slacks. Well, it's summer, so I can wear shorts. But, you know, when school starts, it's going to be a whole process of like having to buy pants. And, you know, I don't want to buy stretchy pants that have elastic in them because, you know, that's not who I am anymore. But anyway, so that's my non-scale victory. So now I'm going to get into the stuff that not everybody might want to hear. I'm going to talk about my menstruation, my period, and then also a little bathroom issue I was having. So if you don't want to hear that part, you can stop the video now. I told you about pretty much everything else. You can stop the video now. Okay? I'm going to give you 2 seconds. 1, 2. Okay. So I had my menstrual cycle this past week. It just ended today. So I had it for 4 days, 4 or 5 days, which is normal for me when I was on the pill, but I haven't been on the pill in like 3 weeks. Because I had to, or no, 4 weeks, because I had to stop for my, before my procedure. And I'm also on medication called Lovenox, which is a blood thinner so that I don't get any blood clots in my legs, etc., etc., which in turn made my cycle very heavy. And I'm supposed to start back on my cycle, or I'm supposed to start back on my pills like next week, but I'm also supposed to see my healthcare provider. So I had to talk to her about when to start. But it was annoying. I'd never had a period that was that heavy. And I'm wondering how it's going to change, you know, because when you're a bigger girl, you know, having your menstrual cycle I don't know, maybe it's just me. It was kind of easy, you know, I didn't really have to deal too much with like, you know, not sanitary now, but like tampons and stuff. So I'm wondering as you get thinner, if the whole weight loss part of it has some effect on your body. I mean, I know, you know, as far as like your hair goes, my hair's okay for right now, but who knows in 3 months. You know, people talk about losing their hair or their hair thinning, and I'm wondering if anything happens menstrual wise. So that'll be interesting to watch. Then also my other thing was I had hard stool. I had really a hard time having a bowel movement these past 2 days. I've been in excruciating pain. Pain that I can't even, it's so hard to describe. And my husband finally looked up on the internet because I thought, you know, okay, I'm not getting in my water, but at least I'm getting in my protein. And my husband finally looked up on the internet and he said, especially for weight loss surgery patients, if you don't get your water in, then your body will literally take the water from your bowels and use it where it needs it. And so it makes your bowels very hard. And my lovely husband finally today helped me do a home enema kit, which was embarrassing and frustrating, and I was crying and I didn't want to do it because it was going to hurt. And anyway, it ended up being fruitful, I guess. It worked, it helped, but it not anything I want to ever go through again. I want to warn everybody out there, if you're a newbie, get your water in. Get your water in, because if not, your body will retaliate against you. And it's not pleasant. I'm also on iron, which my nurse practitioner at my surgeon's office said that that's something that can happen. Your iron can make your stool very hard. So I had laid off the iron the past 2 days. I bought some Citrical, I think it's called. It's a dietary fiber that's supposed to help keep you regular. So I'm going to try and use that too, because I don't want to use like a laxative, because I feel like that makes me like have to go, and I don't want to have to depend on that. So I was trying to find something that would be something I can try and do every day just to keep me regular. You know, they also talk about prune juice, but I don't like prunes. But as far as what I want to talk about, that's about it for this week. Sorry about the gross stuff at the end, but you know, as I said before, I'm trying to document my journey to the best of my abilities, so that anyone coming after me or who's going through the process maybe right now can know what's going on. You know, a lot of the girls that I talk to on Kick are lap band patients. They're not gastric sleeve patients. And I know the procedures are different as far as food goes and, you know, eating and all that stuff. But I think, you know, when it comes to drinking your water and eating your protein, I mean, I think it's pretty much the same. You know, 80 to 100 milligrams of protein and at least 64 ounces of water. So, anyway, I just want to give a shout out to Liz loves her lap band, and Kenzie's restriction, and Rebecca. Rebecca, I don't remember your YouTube name or your Facebook name, but I know your name. It's Rebecca. Thank you, girls, for helping me. You know, I had some questions, and you girls have been really helping me, you know, getting those answers and motivation. And, you know, as I said, you guys can motivate me more than I can motivate you, I'm sure. But, you know, I'll try and be a two-way street. So if you ever need any motivation, you're welcome to send me a message. So anyway, I put up on Facebook that I have a Twitter account on LaurasThinspiration. I couldn't put LaurasThinspiration because it was too long, so I had to do LaurasThinspiration. Anyway, so if you guys want to find me on that, it's a little, I guess, more updating than I would be doing on Facebook. And hopefully soon I can get some pictures up on Facebook on me and my new outfits, my new dresses. So anyway, that's it for me. Having a good week, and hopefully Friday I will actually be able to make a video on Friday. You know, it was my goal, was trying to make videos on Friday. So anyway, I hope you guys had a great weekend and have a productive week. And if you're new to this process, welcome. It's going to be a struggle. I'm new too. And hopefully we can go through this together. And if not, thank you for the inspiration that you guys have given me.